Good morning. It is so super sunny, so excuse me as I squint throughout this video. I'm going to be doing a video every week as best I can for my CSA customers, showing them in the garden what will be coming in their CSA. Now I'm going to be highlighting what's in the full CSA because in the smaller sizes you will have a portion of what's in the full. So that's how I list my recipes and that's how I'm going to be doing the video. But let's go ahead and get started. I'll flip the screen over and I'll give you an idea of what I'll be sticking in there. All right, we are in my first tunnel. I have a lot of my plant starts in here, but I also have some of the things that I've been growing over in the early spring, like some heads of lettuce. That'll be in the CSA. I interplanted those with some peppers here because these will be pulled out soon and I want to be utilizing this space. The other thing I'm hoping will last, and I've got some inside still that's getting a little bit hot, but also outside is spinach, which is of course tasty in a salad. Isaiah's driving a tractor, so sorry that it's loud. We'll come outside here. And I have some greenhouse peas actually right there. There's tomatoes in the middle because the peas will eventually come out in the next couple of weeks. But these have been producing for over a week, so I'm going to be snagging more and more peas in there for you, and they're sugar snap peas. And then I've got 4 rows here of peas that are coming up nicely too. I have 4 different varieties, so we will be loaded up with peas this week and I hope they last for a while. Another thing will be kale. I've got a couple different kinds of kale. This is Lacinto or dinosaur kale. That's definitely a favorite. I really like kale, so versatile. Soon we'll have the chard, a little bit bigger and ready. This is red Russian kale. This might be my favorite tasting kale. It just tastes so meaty and juicy. This is a green leafy kale, more like what you'll find at a grocery store typically. And then I also have some of this purple kale as well. Okay, I'm hoping I'm not listing this in the CSA because I'm not sure if it's going to be ready. All those peas I need to get out here and pick. But the broccoli is popping up. And it's pretty rare that I get successful broccoli in the spring, but this is doing really well. So I'm hoping to stick one in each of the full shares and possibly even in some of the half shares. So that'll be exciting if it's ready. Let's see what else. All right, I'll go into some of the herbs here. I might stick some of these guys in there as well. A lot of them are wanting to go to seed. The greens are still totally edible, so I'll probably do that and save the rest to chew on myself. Parsley's coming up, but I'm not going to harvest it quite yet. Over here, I have a huge bunch of mint, and I absolutely love mint. It grows a little bit wild, though, and so I will be cutting quite a bit of that. You can dry it and make it into a mint tea. Hi, buddy. I know. But I actually like just putting it fresh in a jar of water, and then I'll either use cold water or hot boiling water like a tea. Let it sit there for a little while, let it cool down, and then drink it as an iced tea, maybe with honey in it, or you could even add a little splash of juice or lemon juice. It's so good. So I'll be putting some of that in there. I know quite a few animals like it as well. This is just a peek of the garden right now. These are, you can't really see them, but they're squash and melon and watermelon mounds there. We're going to be planting a cover crop, we think, will be our kind of method this year to see how that goes. So that'll be there, as well as once we're done with all of these beds, we'll be putting a cover crop on them. This is my last round of zucchini. This is sweet corn, a second round, and of course my weed burdock here I need to pull out. That's not up yet, but these are potatoes, and I have another, I don't even know the math on that. It would be 750 feet of potatoes right there. These are potato mounds. Here is my sweet corn here that my geese started to pluck up, and so we've had to put a fence up in these herbs, and some green beans over there the first round, and peas. On different rounds of plants, I like to do 2 to 3 weeks spacing between them. So once these green beans start to peter out for us, we will have another row. And actually what I'm planning to do is once my other sweet corn pops up, which I planted last week, I will plant green beans on the outside of it because they're only going to get so tall, and I'm letting these kind of get nice and tall, and then I'll be able to plant green beans on the side of it just to utilize the space well. Okay, let's see. The other thing is I'll be including some radishes, probably French breakfast radishes. As you can see, I'm down there. And also I have these little Bacchus radishes. They're little dark red. cutie little radishes I like quite a bit. This is my first round of zucchini. I'm kind of planting in between. That's carrots. That's spinach. Lasts a little bit longer because it's outside. I like to interplant quite a bit. Here's an onion row with kale growing. And I'm going to include some green garlic. So these are actually garlics that we left in from last year. We're not going to harvest the garlic heads, but if you pull these up, they have the little cloves underneath, and this is just for green garlic. I have my regular garlic growing, and in July we'll be able to eat the scapes, which people really, really love, which is actually like the flower bud going up of the garlic. But for now, I'll have this green garlic. Let me check my list here. All right, the only thing I haven't touched on so far is oregano, and I can show you a little bit of that. I have it kind of sprinkled around the garden. There's a moth. Some fresh oregano that I'll be including. Lemon balm, which is actually a little walk away. And then I always include microgreens and sprouts. People really love them. But that will be in the first share. And Junie's going out for her daily hunt. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hi, Junie. And I hope that it was a little bit helpful to see what you will probably be getting in your share this week. I always tell my customers that I'm guessing 5 days ahead what's going to be available this Friday. So sometimes there are some minor changes, but in general, these are the things that I plan to send this Friday. And in my CSA email, I include what's going to be in the half and the tiny sizes. But again, it's going to be a compilation of the things that I just showed you. So I hope that you enjoy, and I hope this gives you a little bit of heads up and that you have a lovely week, and we will see you on Friday.